won't say his name. When the only thing I taste is fucking pain. I don't feel. And I would never call you out if you're about waiting for a minute.
Guys, welcome back to Lydia Reacts. So today I'm going to be reacting to Sarah Outer Banks live. So let's just get straight into this video. Let's go.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Well,
I'm good.
hot.
I'm so nervous. I'm just drinking my
I'm
orange
waiting for a
juice
storm to happen, so
and
just like cool down.
chilling, just quarantining, doing all the things
So
that
doing-
involve quarantine. And I honestly think I might cave and make a TikTok.
Whoa.
This
She's
90s
really
baby
deep
is-
quarantined, everybody.
This 90s baby is so confused right now.
I mean, babe, literally, we spoke for the first time about
I can't
6
deal with the
weeks
weather.
ago,
Like at
I
the
think.
moment, it's
Yes.
so hot.
And
Yeah, actually.
since then, your life has exploded with Outer Banks. Like,
It doesn't feel real. It doesn't.
how
feel
has
real.
that been for you to go through this explosion in your career at a time when we're all locked down? Like, what's that been like?
Isn't
It's
it,
obviously
though?
bizarre.
She can't like
You
go
know,
out and
I
meet
think
people.
with quarantine,
Like
I
how?
think because like obviously social media, like the fan base has been so incredible and the support has been so amazing. But I think because we're kind of, locked inside and we're just carrying on with daily life as if nothing has changed, it doesn't feel like anything has changed.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
it's kind of like I was
except
talking
you
with
couldn't
the
really
cast
go
about this
out.
a little bit. It's kind of like when you have a birthday and then the next
Yeah.
day someone asks you, "How do you feel?"
do you feel older?
And you're like,
No.
"The same." I guess
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't. It
That
just
makes so
doesn't
much sense,
feel
actually.
Like, I don't know. It's
Like,
very.
you never
it's very
do feel
bizarre,
older.
But it's really exciting.
Yeah, and also the crazy thing is you've got kind of weird isolation set up, haven't you? When we were talking about it, you had like people sleeping on your floor.
Okay.
You were hunkering down together as a cast. Like,
Yeah.
what's that been like over the
That's
last
kind
few
of sweet,
weeks?
though.
What's your ISO setup?
It's been fun. I mean, at this
Are they
point,
still together?
we were quarantined together
So
for
obviously,
over a
when
month.
was this?
And
Over
so
a
at this
month.
point, everybody's kind
was
of
3 months
dispersed
ago.
a little bit, gone back to their homes. Like,
Well, this was
we're all
put up 3
okay.
months ago.
So
are they
living
still
like
together?
5 people in a 1-bedroom is
Oh,
a little overwhelming at
gosh.
times. We broke down the fort, which is really sad. But right now, I'm just flying solo.
You're flying so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nice too. It's nice to get some like downtime to kind of process
So
everything, because I feel like because we've all been together, it's been kind of a riot. So I feel like we haven't all like had a chance to like take a breath and be like, okay, this is happening. Like this is really happening.
Mm.
And also the thing as well is that Outer Banks is all about friendship, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have made this amazing friendship with this cast.
That's
and you
so
said to me
sweet.
when we spoke on the phone, they've kind of become your family in LA,
Yeah,
haven't
for
they?
sure.
What do you think this experience has taught you about the power of friendship?
I think it's taught me that like home is where your community is.
Oh,
Like
that's
that's
so
like
sweet.
because LA never really felt like home to me until like I started to have people here. And I think
That makes so much sense.
with everybody, in Outer Banks kind of being in the same area and being able to kind of, kick it with them and like live together almost. It was almost like we brought everything from Charleston to LA.
Yeah.
A little bit, which was great. And it's been amazing because we've all just been sitting around like going through old videos from the summer together and we're trying to post as much as we possibly can because the show is about friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're trying to give everyone like almost like an extension of what it was like on set, and so like it's bringing back all these memories and like all the songs we used to listen to in the summer, and it's very nostalgic.
What's your fondest memory from that time on set?
God, so many. I think honestly, there are so many, but I think some of my fondest memories, obviously like cast dinners. We would always do like Friday nights after we wrapped. We would go with the cast and the crew, and it was just like a big old family dinner. I think,
That's
going to
nice.
set when I wasn't working
tradition.
and taking pictures of everybody and just like documenting the experience. I've got a whole wall like put up in my apartment of pictures I took on film.
Oh my god, babes, you have to show us.
Okay, here we go.
Show us.
It's a little bit messy in here. I'm just gonna try not to show. But yeah, no, it's like,
Oh wow.
I mean, some of this is obviously not Outer Banks, but this part right here, like this is all like Outer Banks.
That looks amazing.
We've got John B and his surfboard. We've got Rudy and trees as usual. This is our director and showrunner, Jonas Pate. Where's the other one? This is where is it? This is Maddie Squared. Let's see what else. This is the Pogues. Let's see.
Oh my god, I love this.
Here, some of us
This
with
is
our
so
amazing
nice.
background actors. John B at the Chateau. This is where we lived, and this was the last day we were there. So I took a picture because it was such a nostalgic day. The picture that just made us all want to sell our souls.
Okay.
It's all there. And
Yeah.
every single time I walk into my apartment, I see it, and it's just like the best memories. There was one time, actually, it's so funny. Chase and I weren't working, and so we decided to sneak onto set
Oh,
incognito.
I've heard this.
So we told our Amy, who is like the head of our wardrobe
Like
department.
snitched
She's
on the
incredible.
set, didn't they? Did they dress
Costume
up?
party,
I
I'm
think.
sorry. And we told her, we were like, we're not here, and so she gave us clothes to go undercover, and
I've
we
heard
snuck
about
around
this.
set undercover for like 2 hours. We raided the mini
They
bar.
talk about this a lot,
Like,
probably
we-
because it was
we
such
were
a good
talking
memory.
to, like
Like,
all
they're
the
always gonna
background
have that
actors,
memory.
like, getting to know them, and we're like, we've never been on a set before. This was great fun. Like, it was that's probably one of my favorite memories. And we tried to sneak into the shot as background, but that didn't work.
Yeah, I know.
Can't keep this girl off camera.
Imagine
right?
it,
I know.
though, on
They
the
were
actual
like,
show.
Who is she?
We-
Yeah, we don't
Can
know
go
her.
here?
Fans just noticed
Well, also,
Chase
one of the things is
and
that your character in particular,
Madeline.
we talked about this
Is it
before,
Madeline?
she goes on a
Madeline?
real
I think it's Madeline.
journey.
In the background of
she
one
does.
of the
She
shots.
does, she really does. And
Just
one of the
imagine
things that
that,
really struck
though.
me when I spoke to you is,
Like,
you spoke a lot
why?
about how, you literally just up sticks, moved to LA, you were like, this
that
is
would
what
have
I'm
been
doing.
so funny.
Yeah,
And you basically lived out of a car, right, for a couple of days.
for a couple. Yeah, for
Like,
a bit.
talk people through like how you arrived at LA before you had this amazing process. You ended up on Outer Banks because you just quit college, right?
Yeah, I dropped out. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know what? Everybody's got their journey, But yeah, I arrived in LA.
She's adorable.
I had,
She really is.
I had met another actor on Stranger Things, and we had decided we were gonna move in together. It was better, obviously, than living with someone who's random.
Mm-hmm.
But she wasn't there yet, so I got to the apartment. It was the only apartment that would allow out-of-state co-signers. And because we were out of state and we couldn't go and visit the apartment, they were the only people that would let us sign a lease when we weren't there. And so we got there, and it was like we just were dumpster diving. It was bad. And like 2 months later, not even 2 months,
Oh, God,
like
my
I don't
hair.
know, maybe like 6 weeks. I don't know. We got bed bugs. And they were everywhere. Like, it was actually,
God,
and that's
my hair is so
that's the thing. They were
annoying.
coming up everywhere. It wasn't like there was one place it came from that we could find. It was like the apartment clearly had bed bugs before we moved in,
Oh,
and
wow.
they didn't do a good job of like getting rid of them. And so we just ran. Like, we packed up all of our essentials for a soap set because there were like clothes and books and like things that meant something to us that we couldn't
Oh, yeah.
take with us. And so, like, we had some friends who were kind enough to let us sleep on their couch. But before that, we just kind of had to, like, bum it in our cars a little bit.
Wow.
And we dumped all of our clothes into industrial dryers and just, like, prayed to the Lord above that this wouldn't follow us. And, you know, also at the time, like, I wasn't getting into any rooms for auditions. Like, so it was hard because I felt like I didn't have a purpose out here. I just felt like I was
That's
like,
so
I
sad.
don't have a home and I have no money and I don't know what I'm doing out here. And did I make a giant mistake? Like, should I go back to school? And so I was full of doubts when I first moved here, for sure. And LA is not a forgiving city sometimes. It can be pretty rough on the self-esteem.
Yeah, oh my God, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think that those down moments have made this moment for you all the sweeter?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing, is like, I feel like for the most part, when you talk to people who have like had one of those, like, moving to LA, you know, against their better judgment because they want to pursue this. Like, I feel like when you talk to most people who have that kind of story, we all have some sort of like shit hitting the fan kind of story. Like, it's almost like a rite of passage, like a bonding experience when you talk to people about it. But it definitely makes this moment just feel like the highest of highs, because
God, the lighting's quite bad.
like, it's something that you never, like, in those moments you never would have thought in your wildest dreams would ever happen.
And there's so many amazing messages to take away from Outer Banks.
Yeah.
What do you want the lasting message and topic of conversation to be,
This is
and
a
to
good
ignite
question.
from Outer Banks?
That's a really good question.
I think obviously we talked about phones and, you know, making sure that you make time for the people in your life outside of, you know, living through a screen. Obviously, due to the times, it's a little difficult to do that.
Yes.
So maybe that's not completely relevant right now, but I think it's relevant in normal life, just like making human connection. And I think also,
That's really
you know,
sweet.
we shot in the Low Country. The Low Country is not, like, that's a place that's near and dear to my heart because that's my home. And that ecosystem is so special to me. And so I feel like seeing how beautifully the show is shot, you know, we had an amazing cinematographer, Bradley Smith. And, you know, this show is kind of a passion project and a love letter to that ecosystem. You know, seeing that, I feel like, to me, that is like a message to everyone to, like, let's get active about taking care of our environment. Let's talk about global warming. Let's talk about rising sea levels.
Wow.
Because we can't appreciate the beauty of those areas if they don't exist. And so that's something that I feel like that's something that the show kind of inadvertently brings up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 100%. And also the ideas of, like, positive relationships as well, which is so important as well.
Absolutely.
And that's really important to you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, we talked about this, like, the relationship between John B and Sarah, and, you know,
Such a
Chase
cute
Jones and I really sat
relationship.
down and we really wanted to make sure that we didn't falsify anything, because when you look at the timeline of the show, Chase and I were like, how do we make these two characters fall in love in like 4 days? It's really, how do we do this?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And so we really sat down and we were like, we need to create specific moments in the script. And so we sat down and we just went through all of the scenes and we're like, let's, you know, what if we added this? What if we kind of tweaked this a little bit?
So sweet.
And I think, you know, what's really great is that the cast is so close and we're such good friends anyways, that any good relationship starts off on a healthy friendship.
Yeah.
That's so
we
true.
were, like, I feel like in that way it was made a little bit easier for us because we already had that
Like the
baseline
history
of, like,
and
a
the
great
chemistry.
friendship, and we all had great chemistry. So I think, you know, we really wanted to show, like, this is what a healthy relationship looks like. This is what a two-way consensual relationship looks like. It doesn't matter if you feel like you want this person to be happy and you feel like you have to sacrifice your needs or your wants or, you know, your insecurities for this person. You don't have to do that. And Chase is really, he's such an advocate for that, and that was amazing to have a screen partner that felt the same way.
Yeah, and it radiates from the screen, and that's why people are literally buzzing, like, for
Sarah
it.
and John B.
And
We love that.
everyone's buzzing for it, but
the
also
chemistry is just
the
there.
amount of sheer questions we got from your fans was
Oh my
absolutely mind-blowing. We were like scrolling through it and I was like, oh my God, this does not stop. So we're gonna race
God,
through
gosh, I'm
some.
just
do it,
out
speed round.
banks so
Let's
much.
speed round. What was the meeting process of the cast like? And give us a couple of first impressions.
Sure.
All right,
So,
okay.
the
Juicy
first
question.
two people that I met were Rudy and JD.
Mhm.
And the first day that I met them, we all had a chemistry read. And afterwards, I was like, "What are you guys' plans?" And they said, "Nothing. I don't know. Like, we don't have a car. Like, we don't know what we're doing." And I was like, "Let me take you around Charleston." And so I gave them like a
Oh,
little tour of
wow.
Charleston. I got to know them. We played soccer in Marion Square. We played football in Marion Square. They learned that I am completely not athletic at all.
Same.
I was like, not
Good for you.
normal. And then a few days later, I met Madison Bailey, who plays Kiara, and we hit it off right away. And it was also amazing because it was at that time she was the only other female in the group, and so we kind of connected. Like, we were like, let's hang out, let's go like get our nails done, let's go have a girls' day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then Chase was the last to come into the mix. And my impression of Chase was, so I walked into the office. Sorry, I'm going really fast.
You go, babe. You go.
I walked into the office. I was sweaty. It was gross. Like, it was like 1,000% humidity in Charleston. And we had just come from boating lessons. And there was this guy, like, slumped into, like, he was like this. And he was so grumpy. And I was like, "Hello." And he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I knew I had a chemistry read with him. I didn't introduce myself. I just like wasn't thinking. And he was like, "I just got off of a red eye. My back really hurts. Can you walk on it?" And I was like, "Bet." Like, hold my beer. and so he got on the ground and I started walking on his spine. and
this
Jonas,
is a brilliant
Josh,
first
our
meet.
showrunners, our director, and our writers, and Shannon walked out of the room where we were having our reads, and they were like, "So they've met."
She's walked all over his back.
This might work. Like, I mean, hey, it was a great way to break the ice.
I mean, you broke his back, broke the ice. You did it all.
Yeah, it was, like, by the way,
Oh,
she
that's
mentioned,
brilliant.
I'm Maddie. I'm playing Sarah.
It's
They found
actually
me
a
on
brilliant
Lego.
way.
And babe, what was your favourite Outer Banks scene to film?
Good question.
Oh, favorite scene. Shoot. I think, to be honest with you, I think Midsummers was one of my favorite scenes, but my all-time favorite scene, and I have to say this because the Notebook and everything, but the scene on the dock when John B and Sarah are leaving the ferry was probably an all-time favorite because the rain was an accident.
Cute.
It was a complete accident. Like, that wasn't planned at all. Like,
That wasn't an accident.
we had a guest
Wow,
director that day, and she said,
okay.
"We might have to shut down shooting because we had a rain." It was a big, like, massive rainstorm, and
It was
Chase
such
and
a
I looked
cute
at each other and
scene.
we were like, "Fuck it."
When they
Rachel McAdams
kissed,
and
I
Ryan
was
Gosling
like,
vibes.
I may
And we
have
just
clapped,
ended up shooting in the
or
rain,
like-
and it was a complete accident.
Yeah,
and
when
it
they
sold
kissed,
it
I got a
completely,
bit-
and it just added an element to it that was so
Finally, like,
romantic.
I was so happy when
and
they kissed.
I was like, we're looking for how to sell this relationship. Like, here it is.
And you
Like, I do
signed still delivered
ship
that.
Sarah.
Gave
Signed
it
still
to her.
delivered.
And
I mean, the
Johnny.
public are going mad for it, babe. What is the first thing you want to do when you come out of quarantine?
I want to go back to Charleston, man. I want to go to the beach. I want to go back to all of our stomping grounds. I want to get my hair done. My
Aw.
roots are coming in hot.
They are coming in hard.
And I've
babe.
got Hobbit nails right now. Like, this is pretty gnarly. I need a little bit of TLC, and I would love to just go to the beach.
Get that TLC
That's all
in,
I
get to
want.
that beach babe, making it happen.
That's
What do you want to happen in season 2?
Season 2, I would really love to see where Sarah and John B end up. I really want to see some, like, Bonnie and Clyde-esque type things going on. I told, we have a really good relationship with our writers, and I told them, I was like, my wish for Sarah would definitely. I've got a fuzz on my.
We're really coming
easily.
apart. The Hobbit
Sorry.
nails, the fuzz, the
it's
roof.
gorgeous. I told our writers, I was like, listen, I would really, really love to see Sarah match John B's Crazy. Like, I want to see them like team up in whatever shit they get into in the Bahamas. I want to see her as like fully invested as John B is. Like, so I just, and obviously I think, you know, in this beautiful, beautiful setting, you know, Blue Lagoon type, you know, feel, and you see them, they're in this like Bonnie and Clyde type, you know, relationship, and they're, you know, they're in the Bahamas, they're probably doing something illegal, because what is Outer Banks without that? And I really want to see how that relationship kind of plays out.
Me
and
too.
I really want to see the
I really want to see them stay together.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be on.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
gonna be on.
That's gonna be crazy.
And then finally, babe, if you could have dinner with anyone, real, fictional, or dead,
Oh,
who would it be?
Oh God.
interesting
Oh, I feel like
question.
I'm on the spot. Let's see. I would love to get dinner with Cardi B. I
Okay.
love her so much.
Just so you could hear the coronavirus thing in real life, right?
Yeah. Yes, and everything else in between. I would love to meet her. So, like, my dream.
The dream.
I feel like
Aw,
she'd be so much fun.
that's so
Oh my god, you would bring
cute.
that chat to dinner.
Right?
That would be a lively dinner.
Dude, I feel like we'd end up dancing on tables.
Oh my gosh.
More than that.
You know.
Dancing on tables is probably like an entry point for her.
Yeah. Happy hour doesn't even touch it. We'd be so happy.
It would just be a happy night. A long, long night. All the way
It'd be
through
more
the
than a
morning.
happy hour. It'd be a happy like 7 hours.
That's the kind of spirit we're all about.
Right?
Well, babe, thank you so much for joining us for Happy Hour. Literally, you're bringing so much happiness to all these people
I love that.
who love you.
She
it's
is
been amazing
adorable.
to actually meet you sort of in real life, but sort of not.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, sort
Next
of.
best thing.
We're going through the bases. Phone calls,
Yes.
video call, real
Yeah.
life is next. Tip.
Yeah, it's like the quarantine bases.
Yeah, the
You know? Next stop, third base.
Oh my lord.
dying.
Oh.
Well, make sure you look after yourself. Stay
For
safe
sure.
out there.
Take care.
Keep making it rain. And we'll speak to you on the other side, babe.
I love you.
That's adorable.
Love you, babe. Thank you so much.
Bye.
It's really adorable and really cute. That was a really good video. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.